In the Civil War, music was often played to motivate the troops. The music was often played by children and young adults because they weren't old enough to fight. Oftentimes, the music would sound patriotic. This is because the music was made to encourage soldiers to fight for their homes and countries. The lyrics consisted of motivation and sometimes speak of the famous Uncle Sam, who, by the way, was never a real person. And other times just contained no words at all. The North and South both relied on three main types of instruments: drums, fifes, and bugles. But in camp, soldiers would use banjos and guitars. Drummers are required to know 26 rudiments. A rudiment is a call to action. Infantry companies used the drums to get soldiers up and to let them know when it was time to report for their many different formations. Commanding officers used drums in battle to give orders to troops, telling them what to do. In a way, this is pretty much a form of Morse code, if you will. The drums were snare drums, made of either catgut or rawhide. Many of the drummers hand-painted their drums with special decorations. Johnny Clem was one of the most famous drummers. He ran away from home at the age of 9 to join the army. After the war, he joined the army as a soldier and retired in 1915 as a general. Another drummer, Charlie King, was with the 49th PA Regiment. Died from his wounds he got at the Battle of Antietam at the age of 13. The fife is an older instrument, similar to a flute, but with shorter range of notes. It was useful on the battlefield because it was high-pitched. It was so high-pitched, in fact, that its sound carried over many of the sounds of battle. It was less effective during the Civil War due to the increase of noise of battle. It was also used on marches for morale. The bugle was a relatively new instrument and was also used for signaling commands. It became most famous for its use in the cavalry signaling the charge. It was also used to wake up troops or to send them to sleep, now known as reveille. And taps. Due to demands of training and lung power, buglers and fife players were usually grown men. Some Union songs include Battle Cry of Freedom, May God Save the Union, and John Brown's Body, which was later made into the Battle Hymn of the Republic. The Confederate songs included Dixie, God Save the South, God Will, Defend the Right, and The Rebel Soldier. General Robert E. Lee once remarked, "I don't believe we can have an army without music."